So not everyone is fortunate enough to have a truckload of money just floating around that they can just throw after the latest and greatest and most expensive football boots. And if you aren't that lucky or simply just don't want to pay top dollar for your football boots, it doesn't mean you have to miss out on the good deals. Because today I'm giving you my top 5 best cheap football boots on the market for the summer 2017. We're talking everything below a retail price of 120 euros. So if you haven't got a pocket full of that dollar green, these are the 5 boots you want to look out for. The Nike Magista Onda 2 is a solid number 5, especially after we saw the upper being updated in the middle of the Magista 2 life cycle. Apparently, it also applied to the lower end models. And sure, it might not be the high-end Kangalite synthetic leather that we know from the Opus 2, but it's still relatively soft, molds well to your foot, and is actually gonna fit you pretty well no matter which foot shape you have. And it also is, on top of that, relatively comfortable, will give you a good texture on the ball, and has a pretty good shape to the boot overall. And retailing for 70 euros, this is a lot of bang for the buck. Number 4, Nemeziz is the Nike Hypervenom Phelon 3, which utilizes the same synthetic upper as the more expensive Nike Hypervenom Phelon 3, just without the whole color thing. And that means that you actually get a surprisingly soft upper for a boot in this price range. 75 euros will get you a pretty comfortable boot. It will get you 4 lace loops for a bit of a better lockdown, and it will give you probably the best fit of a boot in the 70 euro price range. And sure, it might not look like the most sleek and sexy thing in the world, but it is actually pretty darn good. The bronze medal, place number 3, goes to the Puma Evopower Vigor 2. That is surprisingly close to the high-end model, the good stuff. Because although it will set you back 120 euros, you will get a lot of bang for the buck as well. It will give you the same spandex sock collar that we know from the Evopower 1 that is wonderful. You will get the AccuFoam dots that adds this really precise, clean striking surface when you shoot. And then there's also the grip text that we also see on the Evopower Vigor 1. And sure, you might miss out on the best thing from the high-end model, the adidas synthetic that is soft as butter. But you know what, the replacement synthetic isn't bad either, and it's absolutely something I can live with. 120 euros, very decent. Number 2 is obviously a German adidas Copa 17.2, which is more or less a continuation of the Glora boots, the 15.1 and the 16.1, because you get a very decent leather boot for the money. 100 euros will buy you the Taurus leather forefoot. It will buy you a comfort that is, I would say, above average, and it will buy you a very soft and elegant touch on the ball. Decent working sole plate, all that jazz is just there. It is a lot of value for money, and you do well getting these, especially if you want to get the most out of your hard-earned money. Doing a few honorable mentions, I wanted to bring in the adidas Nemeziz 17.2 as well. And the reason this is not on the list is because it's 150 euros, so it's slightly more expensive. But if you have a bit more money to burn, this is definitely worthy of a look in. Then there's also the Copa 17.3 and the A17.3 that are decent value for money options in the low price category. But if you want the undisputed king of cheap football boots, this is the answer. Number 1, and it could only be this one, the Nike Premier. 110 euros, and actually, you can get this on unisportstore.com for 77 euros right now. And these 110 euros, or 77 if you're quick, can actually get you a premium kangaroo leather upper worthy of some of the best leather boots on the market, a lovely comfort and fit, and really soft, padded, and elegant touch on the ball. In general, it's just well built, and with a bit of care, it really will rival some of the best and most expensive boots on the market if you're looking for that soft, premium, elegant leather feel. And for 110 euros or less. Seriously, this is the biggest no-brainer in the history of buying cheap football boots. So it's just going to unisportstore.com, close your eyes, and press buy. If you have anything close to 110 euros, just get this one. Problem solved. If you are on a budget, you want to save some dough, or you simply don't have the money to buy the high-end boots, go for one of these 5 and you can thank me later. And speaking of bowling on a budget, we're actually cooking up a video on how to gear up for under 300 euros. We're talking boots, shin pads, socks, shorts, training shirts, the lot. All quality stuff for under 300 euros. But actually guys, I really want to know what your top 5 best cheap boot list looks like. You should let me know in the comment section below, where I'm gonna find a winner and award him, or her for that matter, with a Copa 17.2. Also, don't forget to subscribe by clicking the green bubble over my head so you actually have a chance of winning. Leave me a like if you had a good time, and spread the word by sharing this video with a friend that always wear cheap boots so he can thank you later. And with that, I'm signing off. Cheerio.